Have you ever been to South Korea? If you have, chances are you've witnessed scenes like these. Someone frantically pressing the close button on an elevator 3 times, hoping the doors will shut faster. People dashing into the subway the moment it arrives, almost as if it's a race to see who gets in first. Or someone sighing, "Why is it taking so long?" Just 10 minutes after placing a food order. In Korea, these are everyday sights. To outsiders, it might seem like Koreans just can't stand waiting. But Ppalli-Ppalli, which literal Y means hurry, hurry isn't just a phrase to rush someone along. It's more than that. It's the heartbeat of this country. It's the engine that drives its society. So let's ask a question. Why? Why are Koreans always in such a hurry? The answer isn't simple. In this video, we'll dive into the origins of Korea's Ppalli-Ppalli culture, how it began, why it became so deeply rooted, and how it's evolving today. Ready to explore the fast-paced world of Ppalli-Ppalli? Let's jump in. There's one question foreigners often ask when they ride an elevator in Korea for the first time. Why does everyone keep pressing this button? Does it actually do anything? They're talking about the close button. In almost every elevator across Korea, the close button looks like it's been through 1,000 battles, like a panic button in a video game. Some people press it 2 or 3 times, others hit it 5 times before the doors even start to move. Why? Because in Korea, people live in a culture where even a 2 to 3 second wait feels too long. This tiny habit reveals something much bigger, the Korean sense of time. And once you start to notice it, you see it everywhere. At subway stations, people line up right in front of the doors, and the moment they open, it's like a sprint. Everyone rushes in, often racing for the nearest empty seat. During lunch hours, people queue outside restaurants, and if the food doesn't come out within 5 minutes of sitting down, you'll hear whispers. "Why is it so slow? I'm starving." It's the same with delivery. Not long ago, getting your order in under 30 minutes was considered fast. Now, with rocket delivery, you can order something at night and get it on your doorstep before sunrise. Some people place an order at 11 p.m. and receive their package by 6 a.m. the next day. At this point, it's fair to say Korea is a nation built on speed. But where did this obsession with speed come from? To understand that, we need to look back. The roots of this culture lie deep in Korea's history. Korea's Ppalli-Ppalli culture isn't just about people being naturally impatient. It's much deeper than a personality trait. It's a survival instinct, one that was born from the scars of history. In 1950, the Korean War broke out. The entire nation was left in ruins. Buildings were destroyed. Railroads were severed. Food was scarce. After the war, South Korea became one of the poorest countries in the world. So, how could people survive in a place where there was almost nothing left? The answer: we need to improve even one day sooner. That desperate urgency transformed into a cultural obsession with speed. And over time, speed became synonymous with hope. In the 1960s, President Park Chung-hee launched a series of 5-year economic development plans. They struck a powerful chord with this national mindset. Roads, factories, exports, steel. Everything was pushed to be finished faster than planned. The Gyeongbu Expressway was built in just 2 years and 6 months. South Korea hit its $10 billion export target 3 years ahead of schedule. During this era, the whole country was swept up in a movement. Work fast, deliver results faster. And with that, speed became a source of national pride. We rose from poverty. We can grow as fast as Japan or even the United States. Here's an interesting twist. Even back in the Joseon dynasty, historical records show that Koreans were seen as hasty. King Sejong once lamented that people rushed their work so much that roof tiles were poorly baked and collapsed whenever it rained. In the end, Korea's Ppalli-Ppalli spirit isn't just a modern phenomenon. It's a strategy of survival, a reflection of national temperament, and a crucial ingredient in the country's rapid rise through industrialization. In Korea, you're expected to study fast and work fast. It's not just a choice, it's seen as a basic rule for survival in a hyper-competitive society. From elementary school, children begin studying next year's curriculum in advance. By the time they reach middle and high school, their days are planned down to the minute, all in preparation for the all-important college entrance exam. It's not unusual for students to attend for different after-school academies. Some even memorize vocabulary or solve math problems while commuting between classes. This system plants a powerful belief. Speed equals skill. The faster you solve problems, the smarter you are. The workplace isn't much different. When a manager asks, "When can you get this done?" a competent worker is expected to say, "I'll send it to you by the end of the day." This mindset feeds into a culture of constant speed competition. Official work hours may start at 9 a.m., but many arrive at 8:30, sipping coffee while already reviewing their tasks. The workday may technically end at 6 p.m., but staying until 9 or 10 has become a silent obligation, almost a badge of honor. It becomes a race. Who works faster? Who produces more results? And that race isn't just about pride. It's about success, promotion, and even job security. If you're visiting Korea for the first time, you might experience something like this. You place an online order at 11 p.m., and by 6 a.m. the next morning, the package is waiting at your front door. Or you order a coffee, and, before you even sit down, you hear, "Your drink is ready." This isn't a lucky coincidence. It's the system. South Korea has some of the fastest internet speeds in the world. It was also the first country to launch a nationwide 5G network. In Korea, the speed of technology is directly tied to the speed of everyday life. Just look at the delivery culture. Apps like Baemin, Yogyo, and Coupang Eats display dozens of restaurants near you, with estimated delivery times down to the minute. Customers choose the restaurant that promises to arrive 10 minutes faster, and delivery drivers race through alleyways on scooters to meet those expectations. This environment has transformed what people consider normal. Of course it should be this fast. Why isn't it here yet? This app took more than 3 seconds to load. I'm closing it. In Korea, speed is quality. And that mindset pushes every business to compete for faster systems. Dawn delivery, same-day shipping, express services. This relentless tech innovation reshapes daily life. And that new lifestyle demands even faster services. It's a feedback loop, a cycle of speed that keeps accelerating. Like a hyperloop you can't get off. Everything moves so fast. That's one of the first things foreigners say after living in Korea. This cultural trait often brings both amazement and confusion. Japanese visitors admire Korea's speed, but also find it surprising. Is it okay to make decisions this quickly? Isn't this a bit rushed? Europeans experience it differently. During lunch, we talk, sip coffee, and take our time. That's normal for us. But in Korea, people sit down, eat, and pay the bill, all in under 10 minutes. A visitor from South America shared this. "Where I'm from, we say mañana, like, let's do it tomorrow. But if I said that here, I feel like I'd get kicked out." Many foreigners are initially impressed by Korea's incredible efficiency, but over time, they start to feel worn out. It's too fast, too busy. I feel like I can't catch my breath. And yet, they also say, there's no other place in the world where everything runs this fast and this precisely. Thanks to the Ppalli-Ppalli culture, Korea now boasts some of the world's fastest logistics, communication, and administrative systems. That's why so many foreigners rank Korea as one of the most convenient countries to live in. So in the end, Ppalli-Ppalli is both a strength and a challenge. A remarkable asset, but also a potential source of burnout. But speed always comes at a cost. And in Korea, the Ppalli-Ppalli mindset has, at times, led to tragedy. In 1994, Seoul's Seongsu Bridge suddenly collapsed during rush hour. Cars and buses plunged into the river below. The investigation revealed the causes: poor design, sloppy construction, and a rushed timeline. Just 1 year later, the Sampoong department store collapsed, killing 502 people. The building was completed quickly and opened for business despite clear structural warnings. The drive to finish faster had pushed safety aside. Each time these disasters struck, Korean society asked hard questions. Were we in too much of a hurry? What did we overlook in our rush to move forward? Ppalli-Ppalli, at its worst, can mean cutting corners, sacrificing precision, and prioritizing efficiency over safety. And tragically, it can cost lives. These events forced Koreans to face an uncomfortable truth. Sometimes, moving too fast means losing what matters most. There was a time when finishing everything quickly was considered the ultimate form of success in Korea. But today, the winds of change are beginning to blow. Among office workers, there's a growing belief that overtime is not a virtue. And for the younger generation, work-life balance has become one of the most important values. Living slowly is no longer seen as a dream. It's becoming a necessary strategy for survival. Across Korean society, you can now see real efforts to shift from speed to stillness. More slow food restaurants are popping up. Some towns have been officially designated as slow cities. And values like precision over haste and safety over speed are gaining traction. The COVID-19 pandemic also played a major role. It forced Korea, a country always in motion, to pause. Cities that never slept grew quiet. Remote work and virtual meetings became the norm. And for many, it was the first chance to break free from the pressure to always go faster. Now, on social media, people proudly share moments of slowness. A quiet walk, a book finished from cover to cover, a day without rushing. Koreans who once lived in constant competition, always trying to be faster than everyone else, are now beginning to say something new. It's okay to be a little late. I want to live at my own pace. This isn't just a change in speed. It's a shift in philosophy, a new direction in how life is meant to be lived. Korea is truly a remarkable country. It rose from the ashes of war and, within just a few decades, became one of the world's top 10 economies. Smartphones, internet, public transportation, delivery services, everything here moves at lightning speed. Too many around the world, Korea is nothing short of astonishing. But now, a new question is being asked. Did we really need to move this fast? What might we have lost along the way? Ppalli-Ppalli played a huge role in Korea's rise. It's a legacy to be proud of. But at the same time, we must remember the fatigue, the mistakes, and the sorrow that sometimes came with that speed. And so, today, Korea stands at a crossroads. Will it keep accelerating, or will it choose to balance speed with intention? Now, Koreans are beginning to say things like, "It's okay to go fast, as long as I'm heading in the right direction. Even if I'm slower than others, what matters is protecting my own pace of life." So next time you visit Korea, don't just see it as the country where everything moves fast. Look closer. Behind the speed are tears and sweat, passion and pressure, and signs of transformation. Because now, this fast-moving nation is learning how to slow down.